Hi, I'm Fiona Brampton. About just over a year ago, I was appointed as chaplain to Little Gidding. Little Gidding is one of those thin places, a place where many people just come and find something, God or healing, something that's spiritual. It's been a place of prayer and worship for many centuries. Really since the Ferrar family moved there in the 1600s. Now there's St John's Church, which is a church in the Diocese of Ely, and Ferrar House, the retreat and conference and small conference house. Little Gidding's found in the borders of Cambridgeshire and Northamptonshire, in that bit of Huntingdon that's has gentle slopes and very pastoral. It's a very quiet place. It's a place of hospitality and a place of prayer. But Ferrar House has been closed since March this year, 2020, because of COVID-19. And we're taking the chance while it's closed to do lots of necessary repairs to the building so it's ready for the next few decades of its history. St John's Church has also been closed, and that's for planned repairs on the roof, having been left a very generous legacy. We can repair some of the bits of the church so it can take us forward into the next century. So how can you be chaplain? How can you have a place of hospitality and prayer when both are currently closed? And it's something we've been looking at. When I first arrived, we looked at what my work would be, and as well as supporting hospitality and prayer, some of it would be supporting and building on the Ferrar legacy of the Ferrar family, having a rule of life or helping people to work out a rule of life for themselves, a way of living that showed that they were Christian, that helped connect them with God on a daily basis. In my previous work, families had said how good it would be to have a place where they could go on pilgrimage together, rather than going somewhere where children, young people are separated off to different activities, but they could explore what it meant to be a family who worshipped God. And so that also is part of what I'll be looking at in my time here. So Little Gidding is a place of healing. Nicholas Ferrar did study medicine, and many pilgrims who come to the place talk of feeling healed. So how can we explore it as a place of healing and a place of education? There were lots of Ferrar children, and if you come, you'll have to find out the story about the Ferrar family. But there were lots, and education was important. And so, how can we make Little Gidding a place that's important, that has a place in education, and a place where people meet, all kinds of people, different people of the same thoughts. People have different thoughts. In these days when we tend to live in our own little echo chambers, it's really good to meet with other people, to share ideas in a safe space. How can we do that? And how can we do any of that when the buildings are closed and we're limited because of COVID-19? And that's where Little Gidding Online comes, because at least until we can open and welcome guests again, and also because so many people connect with Little Gidding, but can only come maybe once in their lifetime. It's important to do things that connect people to what's important with Little Gidding, even if we can't be there. And so for the next few months, there's a sort of simple plan at picking up some of those ideas. In Advent, there will be some ideas for families to do together as they prepare for the birth of Jesus. in January, we hope to have some times when people who want to explore a rule of life, a way of life, a way of living for them as Christians can come together and think and meet and talk. And again, it will all be online because we can't do anything else at the moment. There'll be a quiet day in the time leading up to Ash Wednesday. We'll look at creation and the environment and see how theology and science work together to care for creation. And maybe by the time we get to Easter, we can do one or two things in person, even if we can't meet in big groups. So there'll be a chance for people to come to wrap up warmly and come to Little Gidding in ones or twos. I don't think we can have any more than that at the moment, to come and restore their soul. We hope they should be able to use the toilets, and we might be able to provide them by that stage with we might be able to provide you with a simple packed lunch. But there's a chance to look at the church and to walk to Steeple Gidding, which was the Ferrar family's parish church, and just spend time in that quiet, having some time out in the beautiful garden. By then the lambs will be in the fields, and just kind of letting God touch you and touch your soul. And then in May, we'll be working with some of the schools to think about pilgrimage and how that fits into life. So do join us. Maybe if you've heard anything there that really excites you and you want to help plan it, that would be brilliant, because I kind of can't do it all on my own. So do get in touch with me, and I'll put my details on the screen in a moment. And come and be with us. Thank you.